I was like trending for like 2 days. No, I wasn't even there. And I had a gig that night, a new material night, right? So I had to acknowledge it. And I went out and said, I've got no Will Smith material. And they got a big laugh just because they were thinking it. Right? Oh, yeah, that's my show. I wasn't there, right? And I said, people on Twitter, it was trending, people saying, oh, what would have happened if Ricky had been hosting it? And I said, nothing, because I wouldn't have made a joke about his wife's hair. I'd have made a joke about her boyfriend. Yes. And then that trended, and that made the papers, and it just went on and on. That's a big thing though, to slap someone at.
It's insane.
It's insane. It's insane, and I still don't quite know what he was thinking, why he was doing it. I think he wanted to feel a man.
I mean, Mel Gibson was able to not do it. You would think.
I imagine Mel Gibson wanted to murder me. Right?
Absolutely.
But you know, but I didn't do anything. Again, with Mel Gibson, I didn't say anything really bad. There was much worse things I could have done. It was fun. It's you do about their public behaviour, and that's it. But no, that joke that Will Smith smacked someone for was the sweetest, lamest joke in the world.
Yeah.
That no one. I mean. No disrespect, it wasn't even. It wasn't.
It's a throwaway.
It was
a little toss away as you're walking.
It was
to
like
the
we
stage.
do. You look like so and so. It wasn't an insult. It wasn't. And she rolled her eyes, and that was it. He had to go and be a man. It was bizarre. It was still bizarre.
I like that he walked back like Mr. Jefferson, though.
Yeah, he really did.
With his thumb in his belt loop.
Have you met Chris Rock? What is he? 135 pounds?
Yeah, he's a small guy.
I mean, petite.
Yeah,
he's a tiny. But it was also something about the slap that I'm not a psychologist or a body expert, but he didn't want to hit him. He got up there and thought, "Fuck, I've got to hit him now." And you see him lean back and just touch his chin. It was almost like I'm going through the process of.
But Chris actually had his hands behind his back and leaned in because that's the last thing in the world he thought.
You're thinking it's going to be a bit,
I'm going to let him do his bit.
Something's going to be funny.
Talk to him in his ear or something.
Something funny, because it is Will Smith, and Will is funny.
Right.
Yeah. Started out funny,
and it's live television.
Yes.
You just don't expect
it.
And he's the biggest actor in the world.
But he immediately went to funny. Chris, he immediately said something funny, which
I hated it. I felt sorry because he stalled. He screwed up the next line. Yeah, I've just been hit on national television. It's whatever that is. It's embarrassing.
Yeah,
it's embarrassing.
Very embarrassing.
Nothing to be ashamed of. I mean, but it's embarrassing.
But nobody helped him. Nobody.
Yeah, that's what I didn't like. The pandering audience.
I think they didn't know what had happened. I think for the first, I had to rewind it twice to make sure it wasn't a bit.
Yeah,
I had to rewind it. Right, that isn't a bit because I knew it wasn't a bit when he started saying, "Keep your fucking."
But cursing.
Yeah, and you could see he was adrenalized.
Yeah.
That was like I've had fucking years of this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it wasn't that joke. That joke was like that thing that pushed everything over.
Shit that was going on in his head.
Chris has always been. Chris fucked with them. The last Oscars too. He fucked.
But it wasn't even harsh. The jokes
it wasn't harsh at all. But it was built up, and his anger was built up.
But I don't think it was. I don't think it was
I
Chris.
think it was about everything else in his life ever.
Yeah.
That moment was about everything else in his life.
And the good that was happening. He doesn't know how to deal with fucking good because he's front row, about to win an Oscar, maybe, probably, because you got to run for that, like the presidency.